I have to put my dog to sleep in 3 days. And Winnie has been sick since last October 2023. Technically, since last October. She tested or her white blood cell count was abnormal, but she had no symptoms of anything. So the vet pretty much was like, let's wait until after the holidays and test her again and see if they're still abnormal and see how she's doing. But since she's not showing any signs of anything, let's not worry about anything. So she was a happy puppy. She was acting normal. She was fine, acting fine. So I agreed, and we went on about our lives. Come January, February-ish, I noticed she started losing a lot of weight and she wasn't eating as much. And that's when I was like, okay, something weird is going on. Took her back to the vet, and that's when hell pretty much broke loose. They sent us to a specialist, and to get into the specialist, it took months. It took months to even find a specialist that would take us in as soon as possible. And when we did find one, we still had to wait like a month or something for her to be seen. So she was waiting as she's sick to be seen. When we finally get in there, even the whole time that she's having tests done and everything, it's been drop offs. It hasn't even been actually real. There was a few real quote unquote appointments where it was like a time set, but because they had no like time availability, I guess is what I should say, I had to drop her off usually almost every single Monday in the mornings, and when they got time to see her, they would go in the back, wherever they kept her, and look at her, and that's how she got treated, which was fine by me, but it did suck, having to leave her and then not knowing, how she's doing, if she's okay or whatever, until I went to pick her up. But that's my own anxiety. She got tested for everything under the sun. She had muscle biopsies. And all of this was multiple times, so much blood work done, so many fecal tests, so many, she had spinal fluid testing, and if you can think of it, she probably had the test for it, and every single one pretty much came back normal. There was only one that came back slightly elevated, but it was still in the normal range, and that was a certain infection type thing. So she got so bad at one point, I think in May, that we had to do something. So we put on antibiotics and steroids, and surprisingly, she started getting better. It wasn't completely, it wasn't really fast better, but it was slightly better. She started eating more. She started to play more again. And because of that, we were like, okay, we don't know what's wrong with her, but it's working. Then it was working until it didn't work. And then after that, nothing was working. Her eyes started going bad too, and she did get diagnosed with something in her eyes. I'll put the name right here because I can't remember off the top of my head. But so that was something, and she had to have steroids in the eyes for that to get that to go away. But she still has a lot of blood vessel issues in her eyes right now. So, but The only thing that gave us is the thing that she was diagnosed with in her eyes is normally linked to autoimmune disease. And so that's why they are assuming that she has a rare autoimmune disease and there's nothing we can do about it. She has gotten so bad to the point where we have to force feed her a lot. Sometimes she'll eat a little bit. I have a knot in my throat. Sometimes she'll eat a little bit, but it's not how she should be, obviously. She's skin and bones. She used to weigh 22 pounds. She was like a pound over what she was supposed to be, and now she is around 12 pounds, maybe even less, because when they weighed her, she had a diaper on. So she's around 10 pounds, a little over, and she's nothing but skin and bones. I have to carry her everywhere. I have to hold her up so that she can even get some water. She's too weak to barely hold her head up to do anything. She just sits her head in the water to drink. Her quality of life is just not what it should be, and unfortunately that's what it comes down to, is quality of life. Every dog deserves to eat and have shelter and drink and all those things, and she can't do it unless I'm doing it for her. So that's what leads me up to on Sunday. Today's Thursday. Sunday at 3 p.m. she will be, unfortunately, have to be put to sleep. And right now, I am taking, like, when I talk about it, this is probably the best I've been able to take it. I feel like if you went through this, something similar with your dogs, where you've had to put them to sleep, you understand the feelings I'm feeling right now. I feel guilty. I feel like I'm giving up. I feel like all of these things. But we've done everything we can do, and she's just drastically getting worse. And I don't want her to suffer anymore. So I'm going to... I never thought this would happen to me. I feel like a lot of people don't think that. It shouldn't happen to anybody, really. But it is. I haven't really enjoyed people reaching out to me who have went through this, telling me that I'm not alone and stuff that they've also went through the similar things, and it's honestly helped me, and their kind words helped me a lot. So I hope this maybe can do the same. I'm learning, like, these feelings are very real. I also just want to kind of, I don't know, I kind of just want to, I don't know, it's just part of life, part of the experience. And not everything that is put on, like, I feel like people put a lot of happy and stuff, that amazing things that they're doing online, and not a lot of people talk about the hard things, and they need to. So I hope that if you're going through something similar, that you feel less alone, because I'm also going through it, and so are many other people. And I can only hope that whatever's in the next life, it's amazing, and I'm just going to be happy that she's not hurting anymore. She's not in any pain right now, but her quality of life is making it really hard for her to live. So Um, 3 days. And I have to say goodbye forever. We're having somebody come to the house, and we're gonna do it in our home. We're gonna do it outside where she really loved. She loved being outside. She was such an outside dog. And I don't mean that, and I kept her outside. Did not keep her outside. Let me just set that straight. But she loved being outside, and she's a water baby. She loved being in water. Like, she took on a lot of characteristics from me, which is really cute. But yeah, so I'm gonna have her then cremated, and I'm gonna do a shadow box for her and a scrapbook for her, and kind of have a little place in the house for her to where, you know, it's just Winnie's section. So we can look at the memories and all of that anytime we miss her. So yeah. It sucks, but yeah, I feel, I'm scared that I'm making the wrong decision, even though I'm at the same time I know I'm making the right decision. Obviously, this has also been, she saw multiple doctors / vets. They have also told us all the same thing, that she should probably be put to sleep soon because of her quality of life. So I know it's the right decision, but it feels wrong. It feels wrong. But it's just not good for her to stay living like this for my own selfish reasons. So anyways, how are you guys? No, kidding. Yeah, but I hope you guys are having a good day, and I will see you next time.